Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Stamp It Up with Jaimie. I'm so happy you're here tonight, whether you're catching this live or on replay. Welcome. I'm so glad you're taking the time out of your busy schedule to join me. This is my Wednesday night live tutorial that I do almost every week unless something's come up. And this is a time for just us to kind of connect and get together, for me to do a live card with you. And I really do look forward to it. I look forward to connecting with you and sharing with you. So as you're coming on in, say hello, let me know that you're watching, that I'm in the right spot. If you aren't familiar with me, my name is Jaimie and I live in upstate New York, and I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator for a little over 5 years now. And I really started doing all this because I love getting crafty and artistic. I can't draw, I can't paint to save my life. I'm really not artistic, but I love to get creative and I love to make cards. I love to mail cards. It kind of fixes that little bug inside of me, that itch to get creative and craft. So that's a little bit about myself. Beth is here tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. Come on in. I always say every week, if you were here at my house, I'd say, come on in and offer you a glass of water and a chance to sit on my couch, and we would just chat and craft and have fun. Hello, Kathy from Wisconsin. Thanks for coming on in tonight. I'm going to be making this card with you. I actually just finished it up just like a couple of hours ago. And I have a couple of other versions to show you. I started making one card and I thought, I don't even know if I really like this, and I will show it and you can let me know if you like it or not. And then I made some other ones as well. Hi, Amy, and Barbara Ann is here. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for coming and watching tonight. If you are watching, be sure to leave a comment of some sort. It could be an emoji if you want. At the very end, as soon as I'm done here, I am going to pop all of your names in a hat, and one lucky winner is going to win tonight's card. So be sure to leave a comment while you're here. Good evening, Michelle, and Karen's here. Hi, everyone. I'm so happy you're here tonight. There's a couple things I just want to mention before we dive into tonight's card, and I promise you we will. I won't forget. The couple things that I have going on. One of them, right now, I have a special offer, promotion, sale, opportunity, whatever you want to call it, for any order that I receive now through June 22nd. So I believe that's next Tuesday. Any order of $75 or above will receive, in addition to a free $10 item, they will receive a free embossing folder. And I am super excited about that. The embossing folders are amazing right now. The ones that are in the annual catalog, a ton of them retired. But I'm just trying to find what page they're on. But the new ones are fantastic. Okay, so if you're curious as to the embossing folders, you can find them on page 154 of the annual catalog. The only one that isn't offered in the, and what I'm offering is the, I think it's called the Blooms embossing folder, Blooms hybrid embossing folder. That's the only exception. I love, Heather, that you called me Jaimie B. That's hysterical. I actually, my best friend calls me JB because I always end emails. I usually don't business-wise if I email you regarding Stampin' Up. But in my leisure and personal life, if I email you, I always sign it JB. And so that's funny that you said Jaimie B, because she calls me JB. I go by JB to her because I always sign my emails that way. So a free embossing folder, any order over $75. There are plenty to choose from. There are mini ones, there are double ones, there's 6x6 ones, there's 3D ones, different options depending on what you're looking for. Now through next Tuesday, place your order and then email me. Usually I beat you to it and I email you, but email me what embossing folder you would like for free, along with what free $10 item you'd like. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to order it all up and ship it out to you. And that is in addition to my star rewards, which I mentioned last week. I kind of went into some detail. So you're going to get a free embossing folder. You'll get a free $10 item, and then you'll receive star rewards to get you to that free $30 order. So that's going on right now. The other thing I wanted to mention is I have partnered with Zara Premji up in Canada, and we have created a stamp camp in a box. And this is just super fun. I've been working on my half of the make and takes, and it's gonna just be a lot of fun. I know summer is busy. You have barbecues and picnics and graduations and weddings, just lots going on. And it can be hard to find times and moments and space in your calendar to get stamping. And so the idea behind a stamp camp in a box is that you're going to get $40 worth of product. You're going to receive an exclusive bag. You're going to receive 2 pillow gifts, and you're going to receive 8 make and takes for 6 cards and then 2 kind of other projects. And that you get all that for $90, which includes shipping, and it will go out priority mail. So that will be, I think right now the medium box is like, is it $18? Or is it $20? I don't know. It's not cheap. So the $90 includes the shipping for that as well, for a medium box to go out for you. And that is a registration is open until July 9th, okay? There is limited registration, so do not wait. Make sure you grab a spot while you can. And then in addition to the stamp camp in a box, if you're looking to add on some additional product, you can tack on the Plentiful Plants. Why am I second guessing myself? Yep, Plentiful Plants bundle, which I am offering at 15% off the kind of going rate. You can also tack on a Christmas in July class, and you can also tack on a Create with Friends class. I was working on the Christmas in July one, and I love the cards. Oh my goodness, they're so fun. Oh, I just love that the tidings and trimmings bundle and that whole suite of product is gorgeous. So lots of opportunities for you to get stamping. You'll get PDF instructions. You'll get everything to make the make and takes. You'll get video instructions. So all the details you can find at jaimieb.com. The link is here connected to this video, so you can go ahead and click on that. And that's kind of my catch-all link. You'll find my link to place an order and a link to join, a link to for the stamp camp in a box. So it's all over there, all the details. Please reach out if you have any questions. Again, there is limited space, so don't wait to register. If you are in Canada and are interested in receiving it, the Zara's link is there as well. So you can go to Jaimie B and just follow her link there. And I would love for you to participate. I'm really excited. It's just a great opportunity to stamp at your leisure. There's no set event date. You literally receive your box and you can put the projects together at your leisure when it's most convenient for you, which is kind of like the amazing thing, because you're busy, I'm busy, we're all busy, lots going on, but I know you still want to get stamping in. So this is kind of like a win-win, okay? So again, jaimieb.com. You got to spell my name right. JAIMIE.com. Thank you, Mom and Dad. I have forever, ever, ever always had to spell out my name. And even worse since I'm married and I took my husband's name, which is Babarsi, and forget that. I'm always spelling my first and last name. Always. So, hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for coming. And it looks like my mom's on. So let's get making tonight's card. I'm going to show you the other projects I made. The one I'm a little iffy as to whether I like it or not. It's like, I had a good idea. I just don't know if I executed it well. So I may have to just scratch that and start again, or you guys can take my idea and let me know what you make. I'll show you and you can let me know what you think. So this is the card we're making tonight. And I'm going to flip my camera around. Just give me a moment. I always struggle a little bit, and then we'll pop on and we'll get going on tonight's card. Okay, always off kilter. There we go. I'm a little high up tonight. Okay, let me move my seat up and we'll get going. Let me get a drink of water. How is everyone tonight? I just talked and talked and talked. How are you? How are you? I hope everyone's doing well and staying healthy, enjoying some nice weather maybe. This is tonight's card, okay? It uses the Hats Off bundle. Here is the stamp set. It's just really fun that you get this outline of a hat, and then you can do all sorts of tags on it and really great sentiments. The dies are equally fun. The dies are the hat builder dies. And so you get this hat and then the different like tag sizes and then some standalone ones as well. And that's really fun about these tags is that they cut out the tag, but then if you'd like a stitch in it, you can do the stitch as well. You don't have to. You could just cut out the outline. And then there's this little hat. Okay, so this is where my thought process went. We have a big hat and we have a little hat, and I thought, oh, wouldn't it be really cute to do like a welcome baby card, right? Like a daddy hat and like a baby hat. And so I created this card. Again, I don't know if I like it. You're going to have to let me know, and you won't hurt my feelings. And I think it's a good idea. I'm just not sure if I executed it well. So make sure you get the hats off. What's that called? Yeah, hats off, right? Yep, hats off bundle, and try and make a welcoming baby card and see what you can come up with. Good evening, Joanne. Thanks so much for coming tonight. I appreciate you hopping in. Okay, so don't laugh. No laughing. I can't even take it seriously. So my thought process was like daddy hat, mommy hat, and then like a cute little like baby boy hat, right? And like, and then I used the sentiment, here's to the next adventure, right? Like they're expecting a baby boy. I don't know. I'm just not in love with it. I like the idea. Don't necessarily love the execution. So consider this like a jumping off point. And make sure you get the bundle and try it and see what you can come up with and let me know, because I think there's a better version of this. I really wanted a heart for like the mom's hat. I couldn't really find one that I liked. They were all too big. Then I thought like florals would be nice. I couldn't really find one I liked. So I went with the stars. I don't know, but you get the point. Okay. So then I thought hat, and I immediately thought, I don't know if my mom's still watching. Pam, oh my gosh, I love it. You're so funny. I'm like, I don't know if I like it. Then I thought of my dad, because my dad's a huge Yankees fan. I don't know if you guys follow me over on Instagram, but I gave a little bit of a sneak peek of what I was working on. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go on, look over there. I'm always giving kind of sneak peeks, behind the scenes looks in my stories. And then I created this. Okay. My dad's a huge Yankees fan, and I hope he's not watching. If he is, hi Dad, this is your Father's Day card. But I saw the hat. He has so many Yankees hats, and I knew I wanted to do a Yankees hat. And then of course, if you're going to do a Yankees hat, you have to have some pinstripes. So that's where I went with that. And, so here's how I did this, and I'll walk you through. I'm not going to make this one tonight, but you kind of will get the idea. Excuse me. I just Googled like Yankees symbol. Okay. And then I printed this off on my printer, and you're not going to believe this. Okay. Ready? Everybody hold your breath. I fussy cut this out. I didn't print it on this cardstock. Like I printed it on regular printer paper, and then I fussy cut that out, which holy moly, it put my fussy cutting skills to the test. Like these little lines, it was such a struggle. My printer is kind of old. It doesn't print on cardstock. And so if you're looking to replicate this card, I would just print it on cardstock and cut it out. Would be a bajillion times better. But again, my printer doesn't do that. And then my printer only prints in black ink. And so the symbol is in black. I would have preferred it in navy. But I tried tracing it and then coloring in with the blends, and it was a hot mess. So I just decided to fussy cut it out and glue it down. I kill you with my fussy cutting. Oh my God. I have to say, Pam, this was like nothing I've ever cut before. It was really, really challenging. I kept the love of my dad close and dear to my heart and thought of him while I was doing it. The pinstripes, I just cut out a navy circle and then I think these are they're 1/4 inch white, just strips. I adhered them down and then trimmed them off. And so you're the best. And then the inside, I did a little smudgy, but I know my dad won't care. He'll love me despite it. This sentiment comes from the Handsomely Suited stamp set, and all I did was cover the washi tape. I didn't want the handsome, so I covered the handsome with washi tape and then stamped it down for a Father's Day card for him. Hey, Susan. Thanks for coming on in tonight. Appreciate it. Then I made tonight's card, which I'm going to make for you, but I wanted to show you a masculine version of it. So this is very girly, obviously floral hat, cute little purple bow, gingham, the whole 9 yards. But you could take the bones of it and just swap out colors and make a masculine card. You could always put pinstripe strip on bottom to cover smudge. I could. Yeah, you're totally right. Honestly, Karen, I know my dad's not going to care. So, I mean, yeah, I could. I could even just put like a Night of Navy strip down there or something. Yeah, you're totally right. For sure. So this is the masculine version of this. I switched out the embossing folder. I used the brick and mortar. The hat itself, I stamped on In Good Taste. Is that it? Hold on. I just totally had like a brain fog. Yes, In Good Taste. See, I got to go with my gut. I knew that. So the hat was stamped on In Good Taste. It's actually not gray. It's got like texture in it, which I really liked. And then it's very faint, but I did rough up the edges of it. I kind of made it like more of a rustic hat, just with a pair of snips. I opened them up and just kind of ran the edge of my snips along the edge of the hat here and just kind of roughed it up a little bit. And then this also comes from the In Good Taste Designer Series paper. Okay, so 4 cards, you get the idea. And I'm also, this is the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. This is the brick and mortar. And then this one is the Pretty Flowers, which I'm going to use tonight. So again, that embossing folder, free embossing folder, whatever you want to call it, is going on right now. With any order $75 or more, you get to pick any free, any embossing folder of your choice. You can pick any one you want, except for the Blooms Hybrid. That's the only exception. And then in addition to the embossing folder, you're also getting that $10 free item. So this is running through next Tuesday. But just don't forget, because this is a great opportunity to add a new embossing folder to your collection. There's plenty to choose from. Honestly, the hardest decision is going to be deciding which one to get for free, but you may want to choose one of these ones that I use. The Tasteful Textiles I use all the time. If you do not have it, you need it. Brick and mortar is great, and this is just gorgeous. Wait till you see like just the full cardstock, the Pretty Flowers embossing folder. Okay, so lots of inspiration, and this is fun. You could easily, if you're a Red Sox fan, it's okay. I can say it. Whew, that was a little hard. You could easily swap out the colors. You could get really creative, and instead of using pinstripes, you can make this a baseball. So lots of opportunities, but I thought I would make a feminine card using it. It's a little different. I saw other demonstrators, other people making feminine cards with this hat, and I was like, that's brilliant. I need to get on that train. And so that's kind of where I went with this. So let's dive in. My color palette that I'm using, 3 new in colors. Yankee fans in this house. See, I knew I liked you, Karen. Yes, we are Yankee fans as well. I'm not a diehard fan such as my dad. He is a diehard fan, but in my heart of hearts, I am a Yankee fan. So go Yankees. My color palette for tonight, Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, and Pale Papaya. I threw the Pale Papaya in there even though I'm not really using it. It is a color, in the designer paper, so I thought I would just show that. I'm starting with Fresh Freesia, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. Again, these are 3 of our new in colors, along with, let's see if I can grab them without putting my arm in the screen, along with Soft Succulent, which is upside down, and Evening Evergreen. So those are our 5 new in colors. I'd be really interested in knowing which one is your favorite. Do you have a favorite yet? I'll give you a hint. My favorite is one that we're using tonight, like maybe this one. So of the 5 new in colors, which one is your favorite, and have you been using it a lot? I'd be curious to know. Fresh Freesia is definitely my favorite, I think, followed by Pale Papaya. Okay, so 4 1/4 by 11. I hope, Marissa, I didn't just freeze for everyone. We'll see. Let me know if I'm live and I'm good. Rachel likes soft succulent. It's such a pretty, like, green. It's just really pretty. Kathy likes pale papaya. Who else? Terry likes fresh freesia. I do too. I think the fresh freesia really fits like a gap in the color collections. Okay, good. I'm glad, Marissa. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. I was a little wonky on Tuesday on YouTube, so hopefully, okay, good. Awesome. Thanks, ladies. Okay, so here's my card front, and then on a separate 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I embossed it. Like, can we just take a moment to enjoy this? Like, can we just pause? Like, not literally, but, you know. Isn't this so pretty? And the negative side is, like, equally pretty. Karen's like, don't ask me to pick. I can't pick. You're asking too much of me. She's like, Lee, don't say that. This embossing folder is is a must-have. It's so pretty. And I haven't done it, but Patty Bennett, I saw, she's a demonstrator, made a card. She cut this out in not whisper white. Oh goodness. In basic white. And then she colored all like the little raised spots with her blends. And I have to try that because the result was gorgeous. So, just so many things you can do. You could use our blending brushes with this. You could use the blends. You could just use it as a background. This is gorgeous and a must-have. And guess what? You can get it for free right now through me, my store. By the way, the offer for a free embossing folder is just when you place an order with me. It's not Stampin' Up! Wide. It's an order that I am offering. So don't go looking at it for it other places. You're not going to find it. It's only with when you shop through me. So, on vellum, Terry. Oh, definitely. Vellum would be stunning. Yep. Exactly. On our new vellum that has like a little shimmer to it. Oh, gorgeous. I love it. I just had like a moment here. I just like need to like compose myself because it's just so pretty. So pretty. The amount of detail, like these flowers are just so pretty. Okay, so that goes on. I adhered it to the card front. Bam. Next, I am using this pattern here. So I'm actually using the front and the back. This is going to be the hat. This is the little strip. Okay, so this is 1 by 5 1/2. And I just wanted like another little detail on the card. And so this is the pansy petals, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, let me double check. Now I'm second guessing myself. Yes, pansy petals designer paper. Gorgeous. These gingham patterns are my favorite. There are 3 of them. So there is a fresh freesia, a soft succulent, and a pale papaya gingham. Look, mine's been all chopped up and well loved, but you have a little pale papaya gingham. And there's our soft succulent gingham right there. And then you have I almost said purple freesia. What was that? Where did that come from? Purple freesia. Fresh freesia. So this is a gorgeous pack of paper. I love it so much. You can make just gorgeous flowers with it and all the goodness. But I'm sticking with our fresh freesia. So there we go. Okay. While I have my cardstock out, I'm going to stamp the hat in polished pink. So this here has all 3 of the colors. It has the pale papaya, the polished pink, and the fresh freesia. I could have stamped them in any of those 3. I went with polished pink. I don't know, because I wanted to. That's a good enough reason, right? And I'm going to stamp the hat right on my flowers. So when you're doing this hat, you can stamp it on designer paper and have a pattern hat like I'm doing, or you can stamp it right on cardstock and have a cardstock hat. So what's beautiful about, I'm trying to get the light, I hope it catches it, that it does this beautiful stitching in it. Like really pretty. It makes it look like a real hat. Like it's just really fun. And then this shows it a little better. You have like a little bit of like shading going on here in the corner, which just makes it look really real. You can see that stitching. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm telling you, everybody needs this. Everyone. Okay, give me a second. I have my cutting machine I don't have the plates in right. Okay, there we go. So then I'm going to use the hat builder dies. Of course, we're going to use the hat. And we're going to cut it out. Now, this can be a little tricky. It does take a little finagling, and I will tell you that there's a little dot at the top of the hat that helps you with the placement. So see that right there? So, you know, our new dies are going to be a tight fit. So just kind of play with it until you get good placement. It should be, you know, kind of fitting everything with that dot showing right in that little nook, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Okay, so I'm going to just cut that out off screen here. Hopefully it doesn't move on me. Or we're going to do it again. Oh, sugars. Okay, we're going to go with that. Okay. Now, if you're like me and you're like, I need everything. I want all the things. And why do I have to choose? I want one of everything. Now would be a great time to join as a demonstrator. Especially, guess what? Tuesday, we get to see the July to December mini catalog. I'm so excited for that. It has all things fall and Halloween and Christmas and other like general ones as well. I haven't had the pleasure of getting it yet, but it's going to be full of gorgeous stuff. I just know it is. I'm not going to be disappointed. And so if you want all this gorgeousness and you want to be able to preview and pre-order from that new catalog, now would be a great time to join. Never any pressure to sell. You literally can just enjoy the the discount for yourself. So every demonstrator minimally gets a 20% off discount on everything. That's off your bundles. That's off your suites. That's off clearance product. So I stamped that in the polished pink as well. And I would love to have you join the team. We just have a good time. Great group of ladies from all across the United States. So just a great group of ladies. Okay, so when you're cutting this out, like I said, each label has one that will cut out the outline, and then we have this additional one that will do the stitch. You don't have to do them together, but if you do, you can run them through your die cutting machine at the same time. So just kind of get it one in the middle and then the other one on the outside, and then run it through and it will emboss and cut at the same time. So let me just do that off camera here. I have it lined up on my grid paper. Let's see if I can do it again. Tempt fate to have to do it twice. Let's see. Okay, run it through. Okay, so like I said, I'm a Yankees fan. I had to make a Yankees card for my dad. He's a diehard fan. He loves going to the games and watching them. He knows all the stats and all the good stuff. Are you a baseball fan? I would love to know who's your team if you are. So let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of baseball? And if so, who's your team? I promise not to judge you if you are a Red Sox fan. Maybe. No, seriously. I won't judge you. Maybe. No, I won't. I promise. Okay, I'm adhering this on my hat. I always go to, the past couple of years, I've gone to see the Yankees. I've gone to a game with my dad, and we were so bummed last year that we weren't able to go. Really, really missed it. We always kind of like our father-daughter day, and we always go on a day where it's like hotter than the sun and the sweat is just like pouring off of us. And I'll have to show you a picture because it looks like I peed my pants because we're sitting in the sun and we're just like hotter than anything. And you're like drinking like buckets of water because you're just like so hot. But just great memories of now that I'm older, I can really just have fun with my dad and have a great time. So Rosie's not a baseball fan. Too boring for you. Go Yankees. Yeah, the Valley Cats, Rachel. I was actually thinking of taking our kids to see them. Lynn's a Yankees fan. Terry likes the Indians. Okay. Go Packers. Heather, my husband would not be happy. I don't mind the Packers. My husband hates the Packers. So we're by default, I am a whatchamacallit, a Cowboys fan, which, just because my husband is a Cowboys fan. I kind of have to be, but I'm secretly a Jacksonville Jaguars fan. Secretly, I like closet fan. And just because I like to root for the underdogs, and they were really bad for so long that I picked them. Oh, Susan's a Yankees fan. Nice. Love it. Okay. Let's see here. Do I want to put, I'm just trying to think if I want to do my flowers first. Yeah, let's do the flowers first. Okay. So I have the loose flower Flourishes. Say that 10 times fast. And it has the 3 colors I'm using. So it has fresh freesia, polished pink, and pale papaya. You should not admit out loud that thing about the Cowboys. I know. I hear you. We were in North Carolina and he actually bought like a license plate thing about the Cowboys. I'm like, well, it's official. Now you're announcing it to the world. There's no turning back. Okay, so I am using the big, there's 2 sizes. So I'm using the big one of a fresh freesia and a small one of a polished pink. Now these aren't adhesive backed. So you literally have to put like a dab of glue on them to get them to stick, which isn't, or you could use a, what's that thing called? What's that thing called? A glue dot. You could also use a glue dot. I'm going to use liquid glue because just because. And I'm going to put one there. They do dry pretty fairly quickly. Pan, I cannot believe you just said that. That is hysterical. Oh my gosh, I'm dying over here. How do you expect me to keep a straight face when you say that about the football players? Oh my goodness. I can't, how am I supposed to do my job when I'm hysterically laughing at that comment? That's really, really funny. Okay, so, gosh. Okay, I don't know if I can pull myself together after that one. Okay, breathe, Jaimie, focus. Okay, so I wanted to add just a little bit of bling, and actually the size of the inside of the bigger flower is perfect for one of the smallest rhinestones, or you could use pearls. I wanted rhinestones from the rhinestone pack. They're a little, the adhesive is a little too high up, so you just have to kind of fill the center of flower with glue, like basically fill it up. And then we're going to drop, let's see if I can do this with take my pick tool. Drop do I look like a scientist here or like a surgeon? Look at my tools. Drop a rhinestone in the center. Whoops. I think I need glasses, everyone. I just asked my dad for the number for his eye doctor. I'm like so far away because I cannot get my eyes to focus. I hope to get up to New York this summer. I have to meet you in person along with your nutty friends. Yes, Karen. Oh my goodness. Yes. We'd have a big party. We'd all get together. Yep. That would be so fun. Let me know, will you? Let me know if you're in town. I would love it. Okay. So I dropped a little rhinestone in there. It just adds a little bling, makes the card even girlier. I would have loved one for this guy, but it was just way too big. It wasn't happening. Okay. So I didn't do one for him. I'm not going to do the ribbon yet. First, I'm going to stamp, and then I'll do my ribbon, because if I stamp wrong, I'm not committed. I can always flip it over. So I'm using the number 1 emblem. I don't know, whatever this thing called. And so I wanted to include the sentiment, I'm your number 1 fan. So if I can find, there it is. My ink pads were hiding. I'm stamping in fresh freesia. And, oh my goodness, you guys are hysterical. Rosie, I can't keep a straight face with your comments like that. I'm going to have to stop reading comments, because literally when I laugh hard, I cry, and then I can't see what I'm doing if I'm laughing hysterically. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I got to stop reading comments. I'm going to lose complete control of this tutorial. Okay. Okay, breathe. I can do this. I cry when I laugh really hard, and then I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Gotta wipe the tears. So I want the sentiment just like in the bottom nook of the hat. Honestly, the sentiment could have gone in so many different places, and it could have been its own strip of paper, cardstock, or whatever. But I decided to just stamp it right there and call it a day. I'm going to set that aside. That's very wet still. So let me do my ribbon. I'm using the Fresh Freesia open weave ribbon. And anytime I do this detail where I'm tying a bow over a ribbon, I do it separately. So I don't wrap it and tie it. I kind of do a faux version of it. So I wrap the ribbon around and then I glue the bow over it. Guys, I'm not going to look at comments. You're making me cry over here because I'm laughing so hard. Okay, here we go. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I'm going to get a strip of tearing tape just to hold it down while I secure it. So I'm going to put it kind of where my knot is going to go. And this just measures a little bit more. It's a little higher than this, by the way, is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. I don't think I said that. So this is like 4 1/4. Just needs to be long enough to wrap around. And I want it, let's see if I can kind of figure out where I want it. I want it like there. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, here we go. Like there. Okay. You guys are so bad. It's so bad. Oh my goodness, you're so funny. And then I'm going, I can't stop laughing. Oh my glory. You guys are hysterical. Did I not get it? I can't even see what I'm doing. Is there adhesive down there? I can't even tell. I think there's a little bit. So then I'm just going to wrap that around and secure it on the back. Okay. And then I'm going to do my bow and just adhere that with glue. But first, before I do that, I'm going to put dimensionals down. Okay. Like this. So funny. I'm like, I have tears in my eyes. You guys are so funny. Oh, glory. I needed that laugh. Thank you. Okay, flip this around. Take your backs off. Hey, Arlene. How you doing tonight? Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. I want it, I don't know, like about there, more or less. Okay. Then I'm going to do my bow, and you know me, I love my fork bows, so of course I have to do a fork bow. I'm going to go slow because I tend to do it fast because I've done them like 50 million times, like on camera, and I think, oh, you guys are probably so sick of seeing me do them, but I think maybe you haven't. Oh my goodness, yes, Rosie, we all need a good laugh. A little laughter, a little wine, a little chocolate. Those are the good things in life, right? Friends bring all those things. Okay, so when you're doing a fork bow, honest to goodness, it's the only way I'll do a bow unless I'm using twine or trim or something that's thin and easy to make a bow with. If I'm using something bigger, it's always a fork bow. So you're going to start, I leave my ribbon on the spool because I don't want to waste it, but you can always cut it if that's easier. And this is just like your regular kitchen like serving fork. It's just big. You could also use like a hair pick, like a longer hair pick. I think that's what they're called. And what you're going to do is you're going to start from the front and you're going to put your ribbon across the front. Okay. Front of your fork. Oh, I'm so glad you're here, Karen. That blesses me. So thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you. So you're going to go across the front of your fork, around the back, and then, like my friend Christy taught me, over the river and through the woods. And I say this in my head every time I do a fork bow. So we're going to go over this front ribbon here, over the river, and then we're going to go through the middle notch of our fork. The bottom, not the top, the bottom. Okay, and then I pull it nice and taut in the back. I kind of clasp it with my two fingers. Not my two hands, those are 2 fingers. How many hands do I have? 10 hands? That would be nice. Sometimes I wish I did. Okay, and then I'm going to pull this nice and taut. I have the back secured with my fingers. Okay, pull this nice and taut and put it through the middle. And then I'm going to give it a haircut. I can always fix that. And then tie a knot. Don't lose it. Okay. Tie a knot nice and tight. And then slip it off. That, my friends, is a fork bow. Do them. They make perfect bows, and they're so easy, so user-friendly. Okay. If I can do it, you can do it. And I don't do bows at all. I'm going to give it a little trim. So I trim one side, and then I pull them kind of together, and then I trim the other side, and that's how I know I kind of have my what are those things called? Whatever those things are called. The same tails. The tail's the same size. I'm not going to glue this down yet, though, because it's going to take it a little while to dry. So let me get this down. Hopefully my rhinestone, it still looks very wet, but it shouldn't be too bothered. I'm going to go ahead and glue the hat down with dimensionals. I'm going to use 4 big ones and then a little one on the tip of the brim, right? It's a brim of a hat, not a rim of a hat, right? This is a brim. Oh my goodness, my dad would be so embarrassed. Oh, goodbye, Karen. Have a good night. God bless you. I can't do it without saying over the river, right? I say it in my head every time because I know I'm doing it right. Okay, the hat is going to go like something like this. A hat brim. Okay, thanks, Rachel. At first I said rim, and I'm like, that's not right. That's not right, and they're gonna make fun of me because I said it wrong because I can't say anything right. And I did cut it. I was gonna say I didn't cut it inside, but I guess I did. Okay, so the inside of my card, 4 1/4. No, don't do that. That will be too big. 4 by 5 1/4. 4 by 5 1/4. It's almost 9 times out of the 10 the size that I do my inside. Oh, I'm glad you're entertained, Michelle. I look forward to tonight. I do. I enjoy our time together. Before I do this is kind of where my mind was going. It's always kind of funny where we start when we make a card, and I had this idea, but I just didn't like it. It was too, when I put this panel on here, it was too like linear. I want to do something like circular here or something like a big flower or something. But so you can see another like little inspiration kind of where I was going. Didn't end up going that route, but so you can see. For this one, I left the inside super simple, just the "you're the best." I figured that fits, right? I'm your #1 fan, so you're the best. Okay, and I'm stamping that in the Fresh Freesia. Hey, Chris, thanks for coming. Appreciate you checking in. And we're going to go like that. Okay. And then adhere that in the middle, in the inside, and glue down the ribbon, and we'll be done. So again, if you missed it, the embossing folder is free embossing folder is going on right now. Any order of $75 or more. You can also join my stamp camp. Registration closes July 9th, and you can find all the details for that on jaimieb.com. Love to have you join me. The cards that are being made are super fun. And I went like searching for like the pillow gifts, which is so fun. I think that's probably my favorite part of doing events, is coming up with the free like goodies. And I love surprises. So I have some good ideas for you guys. I think you're going to like them. I think one of these, that one tail is too long. It is by a smidgen, and it's really bothering me. So I'm going to give it a little bit of a haircut. Oops. Just trim it down just a little bit. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to do my trick because it works. I'm going to squeeze a glob of liquid glue. Say that 10 times fast. Glob of liquid glue where I want my bow. I'm going to put my bow, and then I'm going to grab a block and let it sit there, walk away for like a half an hour, and when you come back, it'll be nice and secure, and it's all done and dried. Okay, so again, this uses the Hats Off bundle. You're going to want it. It's so much fun. Feminine cards, masculine cards, birthday cards. You could do a graduation card. You could do an expecting card, whether you like it or not. So lots of opportunities, lots of fun. Check it out. It's in the annual catalog. Please let me know how I can help. If you have any questions, you can get a hold of me again at jaimieb.com. Thank you everyone so much for joining me tonight. If you've been watching and would like a chance to win the card tonight, please leave a comment below and I will throw all your names in a hat for one lucky winner. So I will be back next week and I hope to see you then. Good night, everyone. Take care.